Io potkivanog, hujvajo. Start of a start of another day, and oh boy, Budapest. You know, what time would it be in Budapest right now? It'd probably be about time to walk down to the local Turkish Turkish kebab uh, restaurant and get something to eat for lunch. That's probably what time it'd be. Actually, maybe I'd go to the Chinese noodle or the Chinese noodle place up by Octagon. But anyway, start of another day, and I got to tell you, I slept like a little bug in a rug last night, and I temperatures, it gets down. Here, I think it got down into the low 40s, upper 30s last night. And just to be on the safe side, I I went into Cabela's last night, and I bought myself a really nice queen size blanket, and that along with my down quilt and the flannel sheets. Mm, you sleep like a bug in a rug. I gotta tell you. And I'm here at the Cabela parking lot. Interestingly enough, and it's kind of confusing because when I pulled up my app on my phone, it showed that they had parking here, overnight parking, meaning they permitted it. And then when I pulled into the lot, I saw a bunch of RVs, but then I saw a bunch of signs that said no overnight parking. And I thought, what the heck? So I went inside, and I went inside the Cabela's, and a woman said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yes, you can give me some clarity. What's the deal?" I said, "The signs say no overnight parking. My app says overnight parking. There's little RVs. There's RVs parked around everywhere." I said, "What's the deal?" And she said, "Well, the city here has an ordinance, no overnight parking, but they don't really enforce it too well. Okay, they in the parking lot. So she said, they haven't bothered anybody here in over 6 months or something like that. So anyway, but yeah, so here I am in the Cabela's parking lot. Hmm. And I had planned. I'm a planner, as you know. I plan everything. So I had planned to uh, to pick up Rosanna tonight at the airport and camp here at Cabela's for the purpose of walking around Cabela's with her, thinking she might enjoy it. Well, then I started giving it some more thought, and Cabela's doesn't open up till 9. And if we went and strolled around Cabela's, for an hour or something like that, we wouldn't be hitting the road tomorrow until, about better part of 10. So I think what we're going to do is I made a reservation at a Boondockers welcome spot about 20 minutes north of Portland, and it's an older man and woman, very nice couple. They've got great reviews. They have a property where we can put the camper. So I'll go up there this afternoon. And I'll drop the camper and then pick up Rosanna. Hmm. I'll pick up Rosanna probably at about 7:30 and maybe take her into the town for a little bit before heading up to the camper. But it's looking to be a nice weekend. I just looked at the weather, and the weather forecast tomorrow, the high is going to be 65. Sunday, temperature is going to be 60, or tomorrow it's going to be 68. Sunday it's going to be 65, and the low is only going to be in the mid 50s. So not about a 10-degree variance in the temperature. Partly sunny, no rain, and it's looking to be just absolutely beautiful. So we're going to what we're going to do is we're going to head up the coast, and I booked So tonight we'll stay in the trailer, the camper, and tomorrow night I booked a beautiful hotel in the town of Camden. Camden. It's just, if you can just search that, Camden. So I booked a night in Camden tomorrow night. So we'll wake up in the morning, have our breakfast, and mosey on up to Camden, and just spend the better part of the day, driving around that part of the coast of Maine. Sunday, I actually was able to get a reservation at a campground in Acadia National Park. So we are going to camp. We will wake up Sunday morning, have our breakfast at the hotel. We're going to drive up to Acadia National Park, and we got a campsite there. And there's this place. A client of mine told me, he said, make sure you go to Cadillac Mountain. I said, what's Cadillac Mountain? He said, just go there. And I Googled it. And I think, I could be mistaken, George will correct me if I'm wrong, but Cadillac Mountain is the furthest point east in the United States, I think, to see the sunrise or something like that. And I don't know if Rosanna will be able to wake up at about 4 a.m. to go see the sunrise, but but we will see, as the saying goes. So anyway, it looks like it's going to be a knock on wood. Knock on wood. It looks like it's going to be a nice. Looks like it's going to be a nice weekend. Today I'm going to go and do a little bit of shopping. Fill up the boy. Having a refrigerator that works, I gotta tell you, that makes all the difference in the world. It really does. I'm going to have some bacon and eggs for breakfast. Tomorrow morning, maybe I'll make some waffles for Rosanna and I, and then start our day with a nice breakfast. But having the refrigerator, what a difference that makes. It really makes a huge difference. I got this camera. So here's the camera that I got, if you can see it. Okay. So this is the Sony A6400, and I'm gonna have to learn. I'm gonna have to spend some time learning how to work it. It's got a really cool thing for vlogging. You see the back monitor. The back monitor comes up like this, and then I can actually raise the back monitor like that. So when I'm doing my walk and talk, okay, I'll have this on my gimbal, and I'll actually be able to see myself, which might be a little bit of a scary sight, but anyway, so I got to spend the day today doing some work, and then also a little bit of time figuring this thing out. And then today's laundry day. I got to do all the, wash all the bedding and all that kind of stuff, and shopping, and it'll be a full day, I'm sure. Somebody made a comment yesterday. That they'll be happy when the honeymoon, they'll be happy when the honeymoon is over with Rosanna, and the real Tom will be back. And it's always fun meeting somebody new. It's always wonderful meeting somebody new. And meeting Rosanna has been absolutely no exception. And I got to tell you that Rosanna she's a lot of fun, and she's a special lady. She's one of the characteristics I like about her is she speaks her mind. She'll just tell you straight out, she'll tell you straight out the way that it's going to be, or the way that it should be, or what have you. And that's a quality that I really appreciate in somebody. But anyway, as far as the real Tom, I get up in the morning and I talk about what's on my mind. That's the real Tom. I just talk about what's on my mind. And as of late, understandably so, Rosanna's been on my mind. Okay. And I mean, there were times. Wasn't there a time when I would spend a lot of my videos talking about my faith in God and what have you? Hmm. And then talking about politics and what have you. So I don't know what she meant by the real Tom. If somebody might care to elaborate on that, uh, I certainly would be interested, because the real Tom just wakes up in the morning and talks about whatever the hell's on his mind, and nothing more, nothing less. So anyway, that's about it. I'm going to get on with my day. It's actually getting a little bit toasty in here. I got to turn the heat down, but this is a nice little camper. It really is. I mean, it's been ideal for me. And to think that I bought this thing 2 years ago, and I've got the better part of, I've got over 30,000 miles on this camper. Now, when you think that it takes 2,500 miles to drive coast to coast, and I've got about 30,000 miles on this camper, that really is saying something. And, the camper is in damn near the same shape it was the day that I bought it. It's in nice shape, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. Right now, it's convenient to keep it. I have a place to store it in a nice warehouse up in Ohio, and I'm gonna put my truck and I'm gonna put my camper in the warehouse for the winter. Fly back to Florida, and just leave this here for the next adventure. So that's the plan. But anyway, all right. So enough with all that. Everybody have a great day. And as Skip would say, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, whatever the hell that means. All right. Take care.